ranked in the top 10 nationally in every major statistical category. They were 5th in scoring, 5th in total defense, and 1st in punt returns. The Cowboys scored 287 points during the season, while allowing just 62. Halfback Jerry Hill and fullback Mark Smolinski led the Cowboys' rushing attack. They would later face each other in one of the most famous of all Super Bowls, when Smolinski's Jets upset Hill's Colts in 1969's Super Bowl III. Hall of Famers Hill, defensive tackle Len Kaczewski, and quarterback Jim Walden, who led the Skyline Conference in total yards, all earned honorable mention All-American honors. The Cowboys led the league in total offense, rushing yards, and first downs, and were ranked number 1 in defense. Guard Fran Mitness and N. Marty Hamilton were All-Americans, while guard Pat Smith received the National Football Foundation Scholar Athlete Award. Ladies and gentlemen, the 1959 Cowboy football team.
Joe, thanks for coming up here and representing all of the team 1959. And I was just a kid then. But I'm telling you, what do you think made that team so special? Because it surely was. That's yours.
Well, we were winners. That was the main thing. I'm up here because our captain, Len Kaczewski, couldn't make it.
He was here with us a few years ago,
Yes,
3
he
years
was.
ago, he sure was.
But he was a great leader.
What position did you play, Joe? Tell me.
I forgot. I played behind the center. That's a quarterback. I had to handle the ball, fake, and all that stuff. And Walden got a lot of credit for all that, I appreciate that, Jim. But anyway, what's your question?
What was that? About your concussion. Tell us about that. Let's see, what do you think made that team so special?
Well, I'm going to go back a ways. We were back in the 50s. And you guys remember that. You were a little ahead of us. But we lived in the athletic dorm. That's right. And you know, that was something special. I mean, we lived together. There was a group of guys in there, and you're all out there. We had baseball players, basketball players, wrestlers, track. And, you know, we stood in that line and eat Willie's food. And we got through that line, went out in the dining hall, we sat down and ate. And we ate with different people all the time. So we got to know one another. Got that? That's pretty important.
Which Congress would do that?
Which Congress? How the hell did we get political? But we had a good time, you know. We studied, we played games, we played cards. We exchanged a lot of ideas. We told a lot of stories. We went to the campus shop, went to the union, went to the library. So we worked hard. We tried to study. We tried to learn what the coaches were trying to implement with us. Hey. Is that enough? How much time do I have?
I remember so well that the dormitory life was magic. And what really was something, when your season was over and the other guys were starting, and you know, we all went down, well, we went down to various places to visit and to talk. And guys would come home and say, shut up, it's time for the basketball players, quit making the noise, we're through. the wrestlers would say, knock it off, we're up next, or the baseballers, that would never happen again in any college campus anywhere.
Was it 9 Mile there when you?
Yes, it was. I never went there. I heard about it.
Social gathering on the
What's
weekends.
that?
There was a social gathering
It
on the
was
weekends.
a special social place.
Does that answer your question? You want more?
Root beer floats, remember when. Well, now, what game of all these wonderful, and what a record, what one, is there a game that stood out to the team as you would remember more than any other?
Good thing I knew this was coming. It was a game that I didn't play in. I was hurt in the middle of the season in the Utah game. But next to the last game, we played New Mexico in Albuquerque. And I'm listening to it on the radio. And we were in bad shape in the last 4 or 5 minutes or something. And they already put the play up here a little while. It was that transcontinental thing where we ran out and bootlegged and threw back. And Jimmy ran out, and Dickie went around. Dickie Hamilton went around and outside. And I don't know, a minute and a half to go or something. I think Sandy Mayer had said something about running the play earlier, and he told Jim that it was open, and Jim decided to run it the other way. And Dickie's wide open, and Jim got out there, did his thing, and threw it back, and it goes, 65 yards for a touchdown. And we win 25-20.
You can talk a little bit about that coaching staff and what it meant to you.
I could, how much time do I have?
No, you're on the clock here. We don't want you to get.
But anyway, we had a great staff. Bob Devaney had a bunch of guys, and it was a smaller staff than they have today. I think we had 6, 7 coaches, and now they got about 20 of them. But that's all right, but I think it played to our advantage because we had fewer coaches to work with, and we got pretty close to them. And we learned a lot. We learned how to win, I've already said that. But I'm just thinking of a couple of guys that you've already mentioned. There were 2 guys that I think really learned how to block from Mike Corrigan. And those 2 guys, as you mentioned, went on to have a pretty good career in the NFL. And sitting there thinking about a bunch of other guys, and I think this was mentioned too, made the academic All-American stuff. We had academic All-Americans and conference All-Americans. And I think that made us a little smarter. We were smaller, but I tell you, we were smarter. And when we ran that power sweep, and we pulled 2 or 3 guys, and we run that baby up there, they didn't know who the hell had the ball. So I think a lot of credit goes to the coaches. And I think some of our guys learned so much. I know some of them went on to become successful coaches, teachers, Marty, professors. Pretty good stuff. And this just was a lot of fun. And I think the guys did well. We were a team and we played together.
Well, they're going to come up one by one, and I think if they just grab the mic and give their name so that you'll see, and we have the awards here, and one by one, if they'll come on up, we'll present them.
Let me mention one other thing. On behalf of the team, we want to pay our respects to those that are not with us tonight. They've moved on. They're playing at the highest level. We all think they're still playing in the Skyline Conference.
Thank you.
I can do it.
Will the 1959 football team come on up?
one of you get one of these wonderful flags right on up. Don't be frightened. Oh, man, good to see you. Okay, come together.
Very true. Sandy Maggard. We saw you. Dick Benning, in Michigan. Mark Swanstead. Excel.
Thank you.
Say your name.
Bud Bishop. Stop Bishop.
Congratulations.
Andy Molaski.
Congratulations.
Ted Brown.
Yes, Brown. Thank God we were Cowboys for a while.
Terry Maxwell.
Congratulations.
Pete, how are you? Good to see you.
Look at Jerry, it's nice to see
Thank you.
Jerry.
Thank you. I'm cool. Daryl Matthews.
Tim Smith. Pat Smith. On behalf of Pat Smith.
Congratulations.
That's Snyder's wife.
Oh, wonderful.
That's when it's going on.
Oh, no, nice to see you. That's wonderful.
In Simmer.
Yes, that's right. Oh, please.
Lefty Cole.
Jim Eckermeyer.
Scott Johnson.
Les, nice to see you. Hey, are you keeping There, you are.
Trout's grandson. Good to see you. He lives in Lane.
Thanks for coming on. Thanks for
George Johnston.
Ted Francis.
like that.
Dale White.
Yes, nice to see you.
Jan Rusty Klaus.
Bob McKee.
Robert Will for Howard Will.
Jim Walden. Yeah, there you go.
Hey, Joe Nancy.
Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, that's yes. There's a parade of tradition that I hope you can be terribly proud of. Look at that. their families and their wives, spouses, and memories of those who have passed on. That's just fabulous. Thank you very, very much. Now, we've come here congratulating a group of athletes and institutional favorites and folks who mean so much to us. Congratulations to Gary Bacon. Congratulations to Crash Josh Davis. He's looking for a job and we're ready to hire him. And congratulations to Jason Gervais. Sorry he isn't here. Congratulations at the same time to Jim House, hometown